Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep, and no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25. Five-yard line. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And incomplete to open things up.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a Turkey Bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still, a lot of guys to account for.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Detroit! Detroit!
From the gun, it's Jackson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
One thing rookies need to learn at this level, and quick, make a cut, be decisive, and go. Because in college, you could dance around and wait for a hole to open because you're probably a better athlete than most of the guys on the field, but not on the NFL level.
Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
They go play action now. Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. They are in a zone. Remember, folks, 4 interceptions for this defense a week ago. First drive, make it number 5.
And the focal point will be the people who pick the ball out of the air. But let's not forget, to make that happen, it has to be an excellent pass rush Terrific coverage where they are plastered to the receivers, and then, of course, taking it away, making the catch, and going in the other direction.
And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Tim Williams makes the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Lucky 56.
Mayfield now on second down. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Tim Williams able to get in and run him down for a loss of 14. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on third and long.
Detroit! All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Mayfield off the play fake. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40.
Barney. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
They pitch it to Chubb. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain.
The Browns opted not to pick a running back with their first two selections at number 1 and 4 in the first round. But they circled back in the second round and got a really good one to Nick Chubb out of Georgia. Broke off a nice run there, and that's where he's good. Good vision, able to see where the hole is and make nice gains each time he touches the ball.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
Mayfield on play action. Drops it off for Chubb. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Baker Mayfield, obviously the number 1 pick overall. That was controversial, though. What ultimately made the Browns go in his way?
Well, post-draft, I did hear a Browns executive talk about the efficacy of Baker Mayfield. In other words, how people rally to him, how people respond to him. He talked about seeing him at a workout, how he showed up, yelled out to the other guys. They yelled back with the same response, ran right to him, and they were ready to start the workout. He said things like that and his talent tipped the balance in his favor to go number 1.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Second and 10 now from the 27.
Now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
On second down, Mayfield again. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And that last penalty makes this 3rd down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5. Mayfield with it once more. He's got it open man. He completes it to Callaway. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. And again, it's Mayfield. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Watch him now, Barney.
He's going to get it running right. Broken tackle. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has a better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go and see what happens.
Over.
They'll try and sneak it here. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
There are certain drives in a game where anything less than a touchdown that caps it feels like an absolute disappointment. This is one of those drives.
The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal.
Watch him now, Barney. Gun. Detroit.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. He tried to keep it himself, but can't stretch his way in. And the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves, maybe reward their defense a little bit. They'll put some points on the board on this one.
That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. So a much rosier picture now after that last play. Here's 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Jackson on 1st down. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Now let's go. Blue 90.
Jackson from the shotgun. Being chased out left. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a pickup of 11 at a Baltimore 1st down.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
Yeah, the rookie's going to learn as he goes. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Play action. Now Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And avoids the contact by sliding. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Buying time to his left. It's caught left side by John Brown. He got 29 yards that time. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 25-yard line.
Let's go. Green, 30.
From the gun, Jackson. Flushed it, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Myles Garrett, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
From the gun, Jackson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Flacco looking for his first toss. And he's going to go down again.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Gun! Detroit! Detroit! Gun!
A 1st down throw from Mayfield. Left side completion to Jones. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very solid gain of 27.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Black 99 Philly, here we go. Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39. Watch him now, Barney, Barney. Gun, 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 gun.
Second down, Mayfield. That's out to Chubb, complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Forced out to his left, and he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Gun, gun. Detroit, Detroit. Gun, 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 gun. Gun, 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 gun.
Here's Mayfield. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up a third down. The Browns on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Over.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
They go play action here on first down. Steps away. He's airing it out for Williams. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 36. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Over. Watch it now, Barney.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Tackle that time by Ronnie Harrison.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
Detroit! Gun!
They go play action. Mayfield. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a third down situation. The Browns on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, Mayfield. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. And the Ravens taking the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game.
All right, here we go.
But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, it's a big decision here.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete, and that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
All right, now look at 56.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be it. Complete. 12 seconds left. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Jones on the return. Going to be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And the Browns getting set to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the up. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. Like what they did in the first half, that worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Hey. Four down. Hold the look. Watch it now, Barney.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. The Browns on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Over. Watch it now, Barney.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Over.
They'll run for it. Chubb. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's going to wind up and air it out. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And a short gain down to about the 33. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Travis Carey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being... And now look at him go. 30. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Damian Ratley with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Browns add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Well, his first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here comes Montgomery now to return it. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hand?
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made. And that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They go play action with Jackson. Now he's forced out left. Going down the middle, and it's complete. A good pickup there, a 22.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Room to run past midfield. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 10. And he is all the way up past the 25. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Barney. Watch him now, Barney.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. The Browns on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 17.
Watch him now, Barney. Detroit!
Mayfield looks to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
I know you don't get anything extra for degree of difficulty, but maybe you should. He's done absolutely everything in this game today, including laying out for that one.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Elsewhere at Arrowhead, they're in the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs continue to add on. They're really rolling. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Daron Payne, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last two drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
On second down, Jackson. Over the middle here to Brown. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Jackson. Being chased out left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Edwards. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Jackson on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Myles Garrett in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
All right, now look at 56.
Play action. It's Jackson. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. John Brown. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now the Browns coming out on the field. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Open receiver, that's David Njoku. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Throwing, Mayfield. He's going to air one out. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, and their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
He's got his man on the crossing route. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 44-yard line. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Now Jackson on 2nd down. Looking middle, and that's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Jackson from the shotgun. Flush to his right. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, trying to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Blue 90. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Hot. Hot.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And this Browns defense stands tall. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Finding some room at midfield. And bulldog, there he goes, left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2. To throw, Mayfield. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision.
And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Well, the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's Jackson. And he finds finds a man on the crossing route. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A very solid gain of 27.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this.
All right, now, look at 56.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Gone!
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. A really good pickup of 28 yards. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. He'll leave it for Montgomery, complete. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll go with a keeper, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And now the Ravens are going to take another timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Gone! Watch it now, Barney!
Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Watch it now, Barney!
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's taken down inside the 30. That's good for a Cleveland 1st down, an 11-yard pickup. But that was big. Needed a few yards to pick up the first. Slim lead here in the 4th quarter. And they turn to the big fella, the fullback, to get it done.
And you know, as my partner, you know I'm old school, right? You know I love those mastodons that carried the ball way back in the day that were a key part of the offense. And now, when they need them, when they need those key yards, those tough grind-them-out yards, the fullback's going to get the ball.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And again, it's Chubb. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
Handoff comes to Chubb. He'll have a first down inside the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.